if you've been watching my videos regularly, you've seen a pattern in which I am always trying to find out people groups that have a higher percentage of that DNA. So I recently made a video, people who are African American. What's the highest amount of African that you've shown up? I recently made one about Jewish people. If you're especially American Jewish person, how Jewish are you actually when it comes down to the DNA test results? So I'm just fascinated by that because we can link, you know, a history, an ethnicity, a nationality, or whatever it is to a person, and we assign that to them. But how much of that are they actually? I think it's fascinating. So I made a video, more of a general one, saying, if you're 100% of anything, share that with me. Tell me what you are. I'm curious because you're kind of the rare exception to the rule. Most people are going to be more than one thing. They're not going to be 100% of the same thing. So I made that video, and I got 2 comments right away. Basically, 2 different people that don't know each other, weren't aware of each other's comments, basically said the same thing at the same time. And when I said, are you 100% of the same thing? The girl said, yes, I'm 100% Angela Johnson. I think I said her name. We don't. And then a man came along. Yep, I'm 100% Greg Smith, or whatever their name was. And I was like, wait, what? Okay, so they know who they are as a person and they have a good self-esteem. No. Oh, it's a joke. It's a joke. And so as long as I've been making these videos about DNA tests, I've never brought this up because it's funny when you think about it, but I haven't really thought about it. So let's think about it. So like I'm on my app right here for MyHeritage, where it says your estimate. I know it's going to take a minute to focus there. So there, you know, there's me. So I'm showing, you know, 77.6% European, 21.6% American, 0.8% Middle East, and 100% Nick Shell. It's funny because those of us who went through MyHeritage, like that's what it does. It says 100% of you. So it's funny because like I think, was it 23andMe? With 23andMe, they have like unassigned. If they can't quite figure it out, they just say, yeah, it's unassigned. It could be whatever. You know, there's people who don't particularly like MyHeritage, which you know I'm their #1 fan. But something I like about them is they're decisive. They don't say, how about unassigned? I don't know. No. MyHeritage, they commit. They're like, I'm not gonna say unassigned. I'm gonna assign it to something. So whatever they think it must be, the closest, they just go ahead and make that call, and I respect that. I'd rather have that. Because hey, when it's all said and done, aren't all these tests to a certain degree a little bit of a guessing game, a little bit of an estimation? That's why they're not 100% all the same across the board, because it's a different perception of reality. So anyway, that's just funny though, that we've never talked about how if you go through MyHeritage, it says 100% you. And it's almost like they're competing with other brands that are like, well, we can only tell you what 97% of you is. But in MyHeritage, you're 100% Nick Shell. That's my name, by the way. You tend to forget that I have an actual name, Nick Shell. So, should I talk about it? No, I'll reveal that secret later. About the Lifetime TV show called This Time Next Year that I'm going to be on.